Well, hello there, folks. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to Sword Coast Legends. Again, we're just creating a module here from scratch. Just trying to prep for play, figure out what we can do ahead of time, and figure out how long it's going to take us to do all that. So, we have a couple creature sets we made from scratch, some characters we made from scratch, some monsters, all kinds of things. We've got some quests going on. This is obviously really good. So what I was thinking is we made this awesome character last time, the ghost figure. So what I'm going to do is actually edit that, and we're going to let's call this ghostly high priestess. Oops, priest, P-R-I-S-T-S, ghostly high priestess. There we go. So basically what she's going to do now is I think we maybe put her here, actually, now that I'm thinking about things. Alright, so we have to ghostly high priestess. E-E-S? E-E-S? Alright, well, I guess we're just going to have to leave it like that. Anywho, let's drop down the ghostly high priestess. Boom, there we go. She's going to be neutral. And basically, she's going to be the one that gives them the quest to basically, she's been summoned here. Maybe she had figured out what had happened or whatever. And she's going to be the one. Oh boy. Okay, maybe over here then. Ah, one more, please. Thank you. Alright, so we will hopefully be able to position her inside this little cage. Actually, they do have cages already built in, but I don't know. We'll just make our own. There we go. Alright, now we will move her inside of there. Now, if we could add like magical effects or something, that would be really cool. That would be like totally awesome. Like fire, you know, flames, if we could add like little magical sparkles, anything like that would be pretty cool. Oh, look at that, it rotated over. Come on, rotate just perfect. Come on, come on. Ah, close enough, I guess. All right. Ah, so quests, new quests, custom quests. Kill the source of evil. Alright. So basically, the source of evil, give quest on speak, help kill the evil. Alright. So basically when the party talks to her, she's going to tell them there is evil in this place. It's corrupting the minds of those that should not be corrupted. So we are going to make 3 super cool new characters. Might have to use somebody like that. Okay. Interesting. Maybe red with black? Yeah. Alright, stats. Each of these guys is going to be a 2-level all set. Magic Bolt, Chilling Touch, Rare Frost, and do we have anything like Charm? Obviously that would be... Charm. There we go. Oh, yes, we must name this. Foul. I'll call it this. There we go. Hostile. Yeah. Oh, they don't have all the gods in here either. I'll call it this. Okay, so... Well, let's look at... actually... Let's see if we can... Nope. We're going to have to put... Of course. Why don't you go ahead and rotate? Yeah. God. Alright, we'll put the Shiny Light Cleric in here. There we go. And we'll put one of our Foul Countess in there as well. So that'll actually be a pretty tough fight. 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a Foul Cultist. Let's go with 3 and our Foul Cultist. There we go. Yes. My God. Seriously. Alright, god damn it. Ah, funny. No. Mm. God. Unbelievable sometimes. This. No. Seriously, stop. Oh my god. Put that there. There. Put that there. Yes. Okay. Good lord. We could probably put a couple of the guys in there. Um, and all right. Mm-hmm. He's gonna be neutral. There we go. Alright, so we got a couple guys that maybe aren't listening and following along with everything, so they basically been put in there. Let's go with here we go, here we go, here we go. A torture rack, of course. Guess we'll put that out in the middle more. There we go. Looks good. They're trying to sway them, make them foul the ways here. But they're too strong-willed here, these guys. Okay, so hopefully they come in here. They're gonna have to encounter this room. Hopefully they'll come over here, talk to the ghostly high priest. She's gonna give them the information. Quests. Kill the source of evil. On kill, update quest. Selune. Selune priest. Alright. Actually, let's go with kill cultists. There we go. Alright, so that's one. We don't have a lot of rooms. You see, we have just a few rooms to place 3 of these guys, so we have to place one of them here, and probably over there. So that'll be the 3 of them. Kill the source of evil. On kill, update quests. Quests. Alright, on kill, update quest. And quests. New quest action. Kill the source of evil. On speak. Complete the quest. Speak to the ghostly high priestess. Thanks. So, alright. There we go. May the High Mother bless your soul. So, if they end up killing all 3 of these, then any other priest they run into, the GM can come in and quickly change them into neutral. So there we go. So we do want to have some big bad evil thing that's behind this, but we don't want them to get that yet. Alright, so now we need to populate this room here. So again, we got a pretty tough guy here. We don't want to give them too much. Too much to fight. Let's go with... Unfortunately, we can't put... Oops. Come on. I had that. Actually, we don't want to block anybody's path in and out. Maybe we should move the table here. Come on, rotate it just a little bit more. Hi, eBay, come on. That's a little better. Not much, but a little bit. There we go. Alright. Lighting. There we go. Selune. Alright, good. Looks pretty good, It'll be so much better when we have many more things we can do. And of course, our statue was spinning around. And see, it's still on that, and even though I've clicked on the occult candles. Hey, alright, now, objects. Blood. There we go. Just add a little flavor to what's going on here. There we go. Just not a lot of things we can add right now as far as, oh, let's grab a couple things of bones here, I guess. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good, and that leads over to this secret room over here. Still need to get a quest. Okay, we still need to get a quest. Just trying to think of what would be a good option. They could give her they could give the players the quest. We can't put anything in the start location. Notice it's all read out, no matter what it is. So, can't decorate the room they actually come into. Alright. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I guess we'll do something like that. That's pretty good, unfortunately. Alright, so then they're gonna come through into this room here. Let's actually add another chest here somewhere. Maybe where would be a good place for a chest here? Ah yes, over here is a great place for a chest. Alright. Call to chest. There we go. And we'll lock it. And there we go. No. I want objects. There we go. That's fine. A few things of blood around. Alright, there we go. Good. Alright, so now we need to decide what we're going to do in this room, which is going to lead up to probably the last fight they'll have. Objects. One soldier. One knight. There we go. That's going to be a pretty tough one. Put a couple of those there. Skeleton in that one. Skeleton in that one. Move you out of the way for a second, please. Altar. How about strange altar? There we go. So they need to kill that guy, but then they also need to quest, kill the source of the evil. On action, complete the quest. Speak. Not sure why I filled that in there. Destroy the altar of sin. There we go. Let's look at our quests just to make sure here. So we get it from the ghostly high priestess. Help kill the evil. Updates are going to be to kill the foul cultist, kill the other foul cultist, kill the last foul cultist. So they can do these in any order. And then to complete the quest, yes, we need to remove that. Instead of going back to talk with her, all they have to do is destroy the altar of sin. Okay, good. Very good. So far, so good. We got the basics pretty much done for this. Let's go with oh, can't put any more chests. Okay, let's go with. I'm looking for. Where the heck were they? I think they were under decorations. Suit of armor and a sword. And if you'd stop rotating, that would be swell and special. Shit. Left click, right click, double click. Alright. Alright, so one more thing while I'm thinking about it. Kill the source of evil, edit the quest. The reward is actually going to be some money and actually some armor. The reason because the DM can say, you know, there's some armor here that you guys can grab. And so that should simulate the fact that they're getting a armor as a reward for completing this quest. So live role playing, doing all that stuff. Okay, so that looks really good. Now, what are we going to have in this room? I haven't had much undead yet, so what do we have here? Skeleton, skeleton, and an archer, and an archer. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of these again. Let's go into characters, monsters, skeleton, appearance. Yes and no. Let's go with there we go, weapons. What the hell? Let's give him a giant maul. I'm just trying to give them something that they're not going to see every 5 seconds. Maybe a great club. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. Alright. So that's like a dark purple, huh? There we go. Alright, so these guys are going to be decayed priests. Yes, hostile. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, complete that. Thank you. Alright, now we can add our decayed priests in. There we go. Yeah, maybe just 3. You can always add to if need be afterwards. And we'll put them over like that. So if they come through this door, it might give them a few seconds. We'll put one of those there, one there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can think of. Alright, so now we're gonna put this guy. Can't quite get him up against the... Yeah, let's get rid of him then. I don't like him so far out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, what else? Alright, so I got this last room here, and then here will be the exit out. So... That's fine. Eh, eh. Probably can't put it back there, can I? Nope. Alright, back to the divine. Alright, so we're going to put some more knights here, but by this time, the party should have completed that other quest to rid the evil. So actually, let's look at looking to see if we could change the lighting effect. There we go, lighting. Twilight gloom. Or darkness. That makes everything really dark. And crimson gives it like a red tint. Chilling depths give it like a blue. I guess it's like a green. So if we have it on Twilight Gloom and they complete this quest to get rid of the evil, and we change it to neutral, how will that affect the lighting? Let's see. Oh, yeah, a lot more light. Okay, that's good. So we will start with Twilight Gloom. There we go. Guess it gives it like a yellowish tint. It's hard to really see. Alright, so that's... Once they complete these quests, the DM can change the lighting. Let's see here. So come in through this door. I guess they could actually come in here first. If they come in here first, then they will have to fight these guys. If they come in here and complete this quest, then they won't have to fight these guys. So, all right. Let's see. So what do we have so far? We have the path towards Winterdale. Then we have small little town itself. And we have the path leading north. And then we have the Sword, Lady of the Sword Temple. Let's see if we can change this. Okay, I guess I'll go back to that. That's fine. Alright, so we got the path, so we got the Wintersdale. Path leading north, let's edit that. Actually, you know what? Let's change these, maybe, to the little icons. That way... you can kind of squeeze them in a little bit better. Alright. So that's that, that's that. Got that, and then we have that. Alright, we can add in some more locations. Actually, let's look at our locations first. So the path is the start and visible. Okay. Winter's now. Visible. Yes. Path leading north. It's not visible. Okay. And this one should not be visible yet. Alright, so the quests. So follow the tracks north is going to unlock path leading north. Okay, so that's the guy that. Okay, so what we need to do is path leading north. No. Path leading north. We've got to visit the location. There we go. This one again is not as in depth as I've been doing them, and I'm just trying to. There are some ghouls. Yes, we know you're there, ghouls. Holy cow! Hopefully they will fix that. Alright, so this guy will complete the one quest. And then I think he's going to give them a new quest. Find the temple. Alright. Quest. Unspeak, give quest. We can even, you know what I'm thinking is maybe even just creating another area, another forest area they gotta travel through. Yeah, maybe mountains. Let's see here. We'll use mountains B, let's use mountain A. What are we gonna use? Let's use our custom silver lady. And, yeah, that's fine. Medium and snowy. Okay. Except we'll actually. All right. Here's what we got to do then. We got to change that. Quest. Yes, okay, so we're going to call this Mountain Pass. You find a mountain pass, just like the dwarf said he would. It's not going to be visible. Let's visit it. Okay, yep. So I need to change that quest so it unlocks this location. And we'll have something here that unlocks the next location. So oh, this one's actually got a building in it. They'll start over here. Alright, we gotta create a new area because I do not want... Create another B, I guess, that's fine. I don't want a building in it. You... find a... Alright, so it's not visible. It's still going to be the mountain pass. We're going to use Sword of the Lady and Undead, Medium, and Snowing. There we go. Alright. Let's accept that. So that's the good one. We need to get rid of this one. We have to actually visit this other location first. You can't delete the area you're actually visiting, so you have to go to a different area to visit it. It's true. Just so you know. Okay, well, this is where they're going to start. Amongst the sheep. Alright, anyways, more important things to do. This, we gotta remove that, yes. Alright, quest. Follow the tracks north. Find the temple. Alright, so edit the quest. So we talked to the cleric. He's gonna unlock the mountain pass. Okay. Sure. I'll figure out what to do here now. And then this is going to... doesn't matter. Let's... Alright, quests. Wait a minute, quests. Hang on a second. So you talk to the cleric, it opens the mountain path. Nothing updates it, and nothing completes it. Okay. So quest. Find the Selune temple. On action, update quest. Find the temple road. There we go. Alright, so come over and click on this. Completes the quest. Found the temple road. That should... actually, let's do it like this. That should then... edit quest. Okay, on complete the quest... Oh. Oh, what did I do? Did I mess that up? Quest. Oh yes, we need to complete the quest. Quest name. Find the temple road. Sure. Alright, so click on this. It's going to complete the quest. Quest. Alright, so talk to the cleric. He says find the temple. He says you can head down blah 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 blah. Role play that all in. And then when they get to the mountain pass, they find the temple road, which then will unlock Lady the Sword Temple. Alright. So, alright, what else can we do here? Take these guys out. We already had ghouls, right? We've got some skeletons. We should have something here in the middle of the map. We can put a chest there. I'm just wondering if maybe like a broken down cart or something when they were broken cart. That's fine. Huh. This guy is pretty cool. Yeah, I think we will use him. I was gonna maybe save him for later, but I think that'll be fine. Alright, and just because I can, what I'm going to do here is maybe just put some mushrooms back here in the corner. You know, we can have some maybe a ranger in the group or something, roll a check. Unfortunately, I can't just give characters things at this point. So yeah, that's kind of bad, but wish I could say, oh, okay, you found, enough berries to make a healing potion, and then I could drop a couple healing potions, which would give the DM great abilities, but heaven forbid, we actually give the DM any kind of, there we go. This guy's chewing on the horse here. Chomp, 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 chomp. Alright, so come over here. They talk to the priest. The priest. Okay, so we got a pretty in-depth little thing. Lots of role-playing opportunities. Let's go ahead and visit back the city real quick and see if there's anything we want to do with that. That took us, 2 hours max, and I was a little more involved than I thought. I mean, you could just basically create a couple forge locations, make a couple dungeon locations, keep the default locations. You can make up the quests on the fly, and everything I've done here, you can basically do on the fly. So, including the questing, including making locations. I was just trying to think of another maybe side quest that we could. So this door here. What is your job? Your job is to follow the trucks in north. Yes. I thought you were a quest giver, no? Yes. Complete quest, investigate the village. Right. So you're the end of the first quest. She starts the next quest. Too bad the city signs probably still don't work because they weren't working the last time, and I'm pretty sure this is. There we go. Let's move this corpse. Whoa, that was weird. I must have put two of them down at the same time. Or like right on top of one another or something. Okay. It looks like it's up in the air, doesn't it? I guess not. Alright. That's cool. So we got the whole situation going on here. Just trying to think of what else we might be able to do, like another side quest or something. So we got the path towards Wintersdale. We got the village of Wintersdale, the path that leads north, then the mountain pass, and then the Lady of the Sword Temple. We got 5 locations. We got 4 quests. We got quite a few created characters, 2 created quests or creature sets, and it saves you module. There we go. Accept. There we go. Beautiful. Like I said, it's not as in depth as some of the other ones I've been doing, but I'm just trying to see if I'm prepping for a game, what I can do in just a couple hours time. And yeah, it's only been probably around, total video time has been about 3 hours, but we spent a lot of time talking before we started. We had some downtime where I was ran into that issue earlier. Um, we were checking out some of the different locations. So, I think if you don't do that, we could have got this down into 2.5 hours, especially if you're not doing as in depth as I am with questing and stuff. And of course, if you have an idea of what you want to do instead of just doing it off the top of your head, I'm sure you could do it even faster than that. So just wanted to try this out and let you guys at home know, because I know there's a lot of people on the forums and different people that are wondering, exactly, is there role playing? Is there, what can you do with this game? And I would say, there's going to, if you've got a live DM and you got some good players, anything's possible. Anything at all. They could spend quite some time in this one little room here talking to the small child that's hiding. If you got a really involved group of role-playing characters, they might really get into the story with talking with her, trying to let her know everything's going to be okay. Then they might get into a situation where they're wondering, okay, well, we can't just leave her behind. What are we going to do with her? Is there somewhere we can take her that's safe? And at that point, as a DM, I can create a new location, maybe another part of the village, or I could load up that, create area. I could go into the mountain area A that had that building in it, and maybe the kid says his uncle lives out in the mountains. You gotta, kind of on the fly have to come up with something. So we don't need that. I'm just giving you different suggestions. So we have the path towards. We have the Wintersdale. We have path leading north. And we have the mountain pass. Let's edit the mountain pass. Let's do that. And then, of course, they have the little temple right there. All within maybe 10 or 15 miles of one another. And then, of course, once they complete this, then we can start, looking at where do we go from here? Well, I still haven't found the leader guy that was, came into the town and was causing all the problems. Is he still possessed? Maybe he left the temple. Maybe he's gone someplace else. So now they got to track him down and find him. And maybe he's like the boss of the next adventure they need to figure out. And is they, finally kill him at the end of the part 2 of this adventure. When they do that, a spirit rises out of him in a demonic form, and then the demonic form runs away, and then maybe the third adventure is them chasing down that demonic form, and I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with this, but there we go. All right, module from start to finish, probably less than 3 hours time. Pretty in depth still lots of role playing opportunities, lots of things to do. I just wanted to see how long it would take. I put in many hours in the other adventures. That's what I was wondering, is because it took me 8-10 hours to create some of these other adventures, and I'm just wondering, I don't really want to spend 8 or 10 hours every week creating adventures for my role-playing group. But a lot of that time that I've been doing is coming up with all the chat lines and all the descriptive text and everything. If I know I'm going to live role play, I don't need to come in and say, okay, this person has been sliced in half. Alright, so I don't need to put all that stuff in there, because You know, if a character says, "Oh, I want to check out this guy here," I can tell him. I don't need to type all that stuff in. Actually, we need to add in some things like this. There we go. And in fact, you know what? Probably should do the same thing outside. Alright, let's try a couple. And maybe a couple little. There we go. Make it more of a actual horrific scene there, as opposed to just a couple people laying on the ground. Alright, I'm going to say one last time and be done with Sword of Selune until I get a chance to try it out and see where we go with that. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys. More Sword Coast Legends to come, of course. We've got lots of other things. And we'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.